When reporters dress up, it's not a laughing matter. Or is it? Hello and welcome to Fashion Bites. I'm Ellen Byerrum, author of the Screwball Noir, Crime of Fashion Mysteries, featuring Lacey Smithsonian, a fashion reporter in Washington, D.C., the city that fashion forgot. Today I want to talk about what to wear to the White House Correspondents Dinner. Whether you're going, would like to go, or have never heard of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, you might be interested to know that this is the night that the White House Press Corps gathers in black tie at an event in Washington, D.C. That's right, reporters are dressing up. Or, it's their version of dressing up. Obviously, the current president is not going this year, but I'm not talking about that. Keep in mind, this correspondence dinner is for the print media, with reporters who are concerned with the facts and not cameras that might catch them in all too candid moments. When I was a reporter in Washington, D.C. for BNA, formerly the Bureau of National Affairs, now known as Bloomberg BNA, I was fortunate to attend 3 separate White House Correspondents' Dinners, one during the Clinton administration and 2 during the Bush administration. Unbelievably, I can report to you that there were reporters where I worked who whined and moaned that they didn't want to dress up, and they didn't want to go, and they already had seen the president. Oh, please. Seriously, people, the Correspondents' Dinner is about as close to glamour as a reporter ever gets. So tell me how onerous it is to have to take something to the dry cleaners, and boo-hoo, waste your Saturday night with people who are incredibly witty and funny and fun to be around. And there's a free dinner if your employer pays for the tickets. I have no sympathy for the complainers. I was delighted, charmed, and exhilarated to go to the Correspondents' Dinner. At that time, my employer requested reporters to take legitimate news sources to the dinner. I don't know what it's like now under new ownership. It was only news outlets like Vanity Fair that brought flashy celebrities like Monica Lewinsky. I once saw Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne. And I saw Mary Madeline and James Carville. What? You don't think they're celebrities? I also saw George Clooney once and Bo Derek at different dinners. BNA sources were experts on issues like tax and current regulations. Sounds boring, right? But my sources, whose identities I won't divulge, were safety and health experts who were interesting and great fun and could provide depth on the issues of the day. And if you're a mystery writer, you learn about all the horrible ways people die on the job. At one of the dinners, I met a cartoonist who had actually had death threats. I really thought that was fiction. What mystery writer wouldn't want to hear that? And the late William F. Buckley once offered me champagne in his deep, plummy voice. May I offer you some champagne? And I remember some reporters want to stay home. The White House Correspondents' Dinner helped inspire the 10th book in my Crime of Fashion Mysteries, Lethal Black Dress. To give you one reporter's eye view of the Correspondents' Dinner, Lacey Smithsonian, I'd like to share the opening. It was a sea of black, a seething, humming hive of thousands of Washingtonians wearing their idea of formal evening dress. Against this surging mass of black tie uniformity, one woman alone took a stand for color. Is this a convention of funeral directors, or the press's biggest black tie bash of the year? Lacey Smithsonian sighed. Black, the obvious choice. Black, the safe choice. Black, the inevitable choice in every direction. At least there'll be no funeral tonight, she consoled herself. They wore black, Lacey wore blue, the color of optimism. She, at least, was not guilty of dressing in the dark. The evening might supply plenty of crimes of fashion to write about, but no actual crimes of violence. Everyone would go home safely tonight. Lacey couldn't always make that claim when she covered the fashion beat for the I Street Observer, but the White House Correspondents' Dinner was surely the most securely guarded event in Washington, D.C. After all, the President of the United States would be in attendance, along with the Secret Service and practically every metal detector in the nation's capital. This year's White House Correspondents Dinner is slated for Saturday, April 28th in Washington, D.C. If you're going, I have a few hints about what to wear, or not, to the Correspondents Dinner. These hints are also useful for any formal working event. First of all, remember this is a working evening or quasi-working event, and you don't want to embarrass yourself or your employer. For men, wear a tuxedo, end of discussion. It won't kill you. And you will be amazed how great you look if it fits well. Please make sure it fits. In Washington, D.C., there are enough formal events that you should probably own your own tuxedo instead of renting. For women, aim for polished and professional. First of all, this is the outfit I wore to my first Correspondents' Dinner. And keep in mind, I was going to wear any color but black. So I found this and I did not melt into the crowd. Number one, consider any other color than black. You're not a crow or a grave digger, are you? Color will make you stand out. It doesn't have to be loud. It can be subtle. But I'm also ruling out beige and gray. You knew I would, right? 2, do not wear a 10-year-old prom dress or bridesmaid's dress. Yes, when you buy them, the standard line is you can wear this again. Do not fool yourself into believing that one. Be very careful of thinking it's a multi-purpose garment, and beware of puffed sleeves. Trust me. 3, consider buying something new and something in style. This is an event with a capital E. Check out a couple of fashion magazines to see if any styles or colors resonate with you. Take a deep breath and go shopping. Try to avoid salespeople who swear you look wonderful in everything. None of us looks wonderful in everything. Don't buy clothes that don't fit or are the wrong size. I don't care if they are on sale. You do not want to be pulling at your clothes all evening. Bring a friend only if you trust them. 4, watch out for clothes that have a lot of surface glittery patterns. You might find yourself leaving a trail of sparkles. That's great for a crime scene, but not for every event. This caution does not include sequins. Sequins can be fun. Feathers can also be fun, unless you find them floating in your cocktail. 5, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Lycra should be used for good and not evil. Do not wear anything too tight or revealing or short or too low. Remember, this is a profession-related event. 6, sleeveless dresses are all the rage, but ask yourself if your arms are up to the challenge. Not everyone has gorgeous guns like Michelle Obama. And by guns, I mean slang for arms. My arms are not, and sadly, never will be, up to the sleeveless challenge. 7, accessories should be in keeping with your outfit. A small evening bag is good, large enough for your keys, your phone, identification, comb, and lipstick. You can often find them at places like Marshall's or DSW. Now, shoes are tricky. You might be on your feet quite a while, so teetering on high heels can be dangerous and uncomfortable. On the other hand, do not wear loafers with that gown. And 8, this is the time to splurge on a manicure and pedicure. And yes, I tend to believe that real writers don't have great nails. I don't, sadly. But this is an event, go for it. It's lovely to be pampered ahead of a big, important event, like the Correspondents' Dinner. That's all I have for now. If you want to know more about me or my books, check out my website at ellenbyerrum.com. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to this channel. The button is below. That way, you won't miss any. And feel free to share. This isn't a secret society. I'll see you next time. Bye.